which is right about here, 97 packs. Woo! Hold on, let me turn on my untapped thing so I could see what percentage of the set I have. We'll upload this as a secondary stream, but 97 packs. Whew! Oh boy! Oh boy! Thank you, Mirage. Mirage, you and me. You. And I got you, Lincoln. I got you. All right, so I turned on the that thing. So it tells me like what percentage of the set I have. I should hold on. Can I move these things? Total cherries. I still don't understand. Hoggers. Okay, so it's like hoggers but with a pig. Okay, let me move this thing up a little bit. Hold on. Where is it? Supporter stuff. There we go. I think it's that one. Let me move that up a little bit, right? Okay, we'll move that ever so slightly up. Oh my god, you can see the rest of my hair. I gotta get a haircut. Like, I keep putting it off. I always put off getting a haircut. Look at that. Alright, so let's open up these packs. So see, like, I have 68.5% of this set now. Almost 69, nice. Oh, I should have did 10. But I always like to, like, crack these things open. First, Security Rocks. I never drafted this card because it never seemed good. 2 mana for a 5/4. Cool, but like you can almost never ever get that to work. So, what's this? Urabrask! Hello! I should open 10 at a time, I'm sorry. Alright, so almost 69%. Let's try to get to 69% first. Hey, exactly 69%. Very nice. So opening these packs, what it does is like every card that you already own 4 copies of, that's not a rare or a mythic, will go to your vault percentage, and that gives you more uncommon, rare, and mythic rare wild cards. But it's ooh, speaking of wild cards, there's a rare one right there. All right, we got 69%. Nice, nice. Does that show up on screen? That doesn't show up on screen. Cool. That's because it's an overlay. Oh, wait, does the overlay not show up on the stream? Oh wow. Okay, I didn't even realize that. Okay, let's open 10. Anyway, we had 69% of the set. Now we have 70.9. Alright, so these are our rares. That's our first Toulouse, because we never got to draft one. Is that really our first Unleash the Inferno? You know what? It makes sense. Oh, 2 Topiary Stompers. Very nice. A Falco Spara. And I think that's my 4th copy of Obnix the Adversary. I drafted this once when I was drafting on my own, right? And I kept losing games, so I never got to play Obnix. Oh, it felt so bad. Oh, wait, look at that devil token. Yeah, she cute. She cute. I wonder what she's doing tomorrow night. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that Satan. Look at that Satan token. She's very cute. She's cute. Look at those horns. She's very horny. I'm sorry. But yeah, so whenever you open a pack, any commons and uncommons that you see here that I have like 4 of, they just get turned into vault progress, right? I think a common gets turned into 0.1% and an uncommon gets turned into 0.3%. You know, as long as I already have the 4 of. And then any rares that... Ooh, there's a mythic wild card. Any rare or mythic that I already have 4 of, what happens is duplicate protection kicks in. And I just get another rare or mythic, right? And if we have all of the rares or all of the mythics, and we would get another rare or mythic from a pack, instead we'll just get gems, right? So that's kind of cool. I don't plan on drafting the next set, actually. Ooh, there's a couple rare, couple wild cards. Ooh, Body Launderer, that's pretty good. I actually gotta get a playset of this in paper. Scheming Fence, because I have a 4-color humans deck in Modern, or 5-color humans. I immediately bought a playset of this just in case, because it seems like another version of what's it called? Pithing Needle. It's Pithing Needle on a stick, you know? Evolving Door. Never drafted that. Seemed bad. Scheming Fence is... I don't know. I don't think it's going to be good in draft. These lands are very good, though. Just keep opening 10s of. 72% to 74.7%. There's another Mythic Wildcard. My first Unlicensed Hearse and my first Cut of the Prophets. Oh, Unlicensed Hearse is such a good card. If you guys have been following the finance aspect of Magic the Gathering, in paper, this card went from like... And I got my playset early. I pulled one out of my pre-release pack, actually. It was the pre-release rare. so it was stamped with the the year and everything. But oh god, I wanted to get another 3 copies, so I bought foiled copies, right? And I bought them early when they were $1, right? I never get to draft her. She's too good. I kept drafting Jetmir, but like Ginny Faye, this would never get past, and I would never pack one, pick one. Cut of the Prophets. Also, this is a terrible card for draft. And Horde Hauler, I don't like that. Oh, but so unlicensed Hearse, right? It was like $1, maybe 50 cents at launch, and then people realized how good it was, and now it sits at like $12, $14 per copy of for unlicensed Hearse. This a similar thing happened with Ledger Shredder, which I wish I got on before that too, because I have the Murktide deck, and now it's just like, oh, that's just in the Murktide deck now, and it's like, here's hoping for a reprint. Horde Hauler is just like, that's not good in draft. Cut of the Prophet's terrible in draft. I guess this is okay because like it just is a creature. Like it's a 5/5. I don't know. But the Hearse is like, oh, this is like if you're playing draft, you just take this, right? It goes in like any deck, and you just like if your opponent is like relying on like 5 different mana values in their graveyard. It's just like, well, you know, I'm just gonna keep clearing out your graveyard. Structural Assault, my god. Fleetfoot Dancer. This is a beating. All right, let's open another 10. We're at 74.7%. We're gonna open another 10, which brings us to 76.6. Hey, another one of these. My first Soul of Emancipation. Every time this card was resolved against me, that was it. It was game. It was game. That was it. That just ended the game right there. Cause like, if I had like some big beefers, you know, they would just kill them and turn them into 3/3s. If they only had a bunch of weenies, they would just kill them and turn them into a bunch of 3/3s. Like, the swing that this creature represents in draft, oh my god. I'm surprised it's not a mythic, but then like, nobody would want this mythic, you know? Meeting of the 5, this is the worst mythic in the set for draft, and I don't even think it's good for, exactly 3 colors. Yeah, I don't think this is a good card ever. Wiretapping I wish cost less, because it's 5 mana for an extra card a turn. Not a big fan. Another mythic wildcard though. We're getting up there. I can make like almost any deck that I want to. And I'm hoping to get a playset of Giadas. Giada. Where is she? Depopulate. Jax is the troublemaker. Rabble Rousing! That's such a good card too. I'm hoping to get a playset of Giadas while I open these, because I think I have like 1 Giada. But I essentially have like all of the cards for the Explorer version of the Angels deck, except for the Giadas. And it's just like, I could just have the deck. 96.2% on that vault. Check that out. We're getting that filled up pretty quickly. That was my first Depopulate. This is the only Wrath in the set, isn't it? No, there's a few Wraths actually. There's Corpse Explosion, there's this. There's one where it's like pick 2 creatures, one of them becomes a 1/1, one becomes a 5/5, and then deal 4 damage to all other creatures, which is real fun. Here's another unlicensed Hearse. I think I'm gonna cram these into my mono red deck. Cause like the graveyard hate kind of matters in Explorer right now, where Greasefang is just like played all the time. But maybe as a 2-of. What would I take out though? I don't want to take out the Rampaging Ferocidons, because those stupid Angel decks will run over me if I do. Let's open another 10. This should fill up our... Yep, we got it. We filled up the vault progress enough to get to 100%, so we can crack this whenever. Wow, is this really my first Void Rend and my first Obscura Interceptor? When I opened my pre-release pack for this set, and I didn't get to play it in person because like none of the places around me were doing. Hey, there it is, Hostile Takeover. 3 damage to each creature, and something becomes a 4/4. Okay. Oh, I used this once in one game, and I just swept my opponent's board. Oh, it was so fucking nice. In my pre-release pack, I got one of these, 2 Void Rens, and like all the appropriate fixing that I would have needed to like really make this deck work. So when I started drafting and playing sealed, I thought that like, you know, you like with most sealed and draft sets, you just kind of get a little dirtily, so you're more willing to go like, all right, let me put in a 6 and a 7 drop. And in this format, nope. Oh no, 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 no. You want the 2 drops. You want the 3 drops. You want the 1 drops. You want to go fast. You got to be like Sonic. Hey, a Ledger Shredder, speaking of. Can you believe that this is like a $30 card now? It went up from like $2 at launch, at product launch, to like $30 because everyone was like, oh, how is there not value in getting to loot every turn? Because my monkey brain was just like, dice to push. You know? Just like, that's the only thing I'm thinking. Dice to push. And then like, I'm finding out like all the Magic the Gathering tastemakers are like, no, this is actually just a flying Tarmogoyf. What? And if you're playing Murktide, like this plus what's her face? Darcy Dragon's Rage Channeler equals, oh yeah, I'm gonna like turn 3 make a 6/6 Murktide. And that's a sad me. That's a sad me. Okay. I have not pulled a single Giada, have I? Open another 10. I have 1 Giada in the my first Sanctuary Warden. I have 1 Giada in the in my collection, I think. Another fight rigging. I kind of want to build this deck too. It's like Golgari big things, right? It plays like Shakedown Heavies, those Rotting Regisaurs, a couple a playset of fight riggings, some what are they called? Elgar Garoths, the Mana Dorks, all the Llanowar Elves, and there's one more thing that's like very important to this. Great Henge. And you just like land these cards, because like turn 3 fight rigging or turn 4 fight rigging turns like your 6/4 Shakedown Heavy into a 7 something. So then you get whatever's under this for free, which is typically like just an Elder Gargaroth, and it's just like, look at all this power that I have on board. I think it loses hard to control though, but whatever. Lots of things lose hard to control. I have to finish my control deck. Soul of Emancipation ×2. Great draft card. Terrible everywhere else. Well, not really. I think that's gonna be... I don't know. I wouldn't bet money on this card. It is sort of like generous gift ×3 on a body. It doesn't hit lands though. Whatever. What are we at? 82.6% of the set. There's my first Luxior. Oh man, I feel like I should pick one of these up just for commander decks, because like it's a very good card that turns planeswalkers into beaters. There was one video on YouTube by Saffron Olive from MTG Goldfish where he was like playing he was trying to meme real hard with Elspeth Luxior, and oh god, it was funny because like he would make and Mirror Gallery, so he'd have like a bunch of like 12/12 flying first strike life linking Elspeths with the Luxiors on them. Oh, it was funny. It was real funny. I remember that much. Let's open these last packs one at a time, though. Mainly because let's just, yeah. Alright, so 82.8 was this Shadow of Mortality. I thought I already had the playset of that. I'm curious. I don't think Shadow of Mortality is good enough compared to like Death Shadow, but I'm curious if like he's only a member of the Goldfish. I understand that, like he's a little like his voice is kind of like high and he's very like funny sounding sometimes, right? But like I think he means well. There's only like a few times where he said stuff that made me go like right? I think he was like playing against Tron on the YouTube up and down cadence. The YouTube up and down cadence? What are you talking about? Is there such a cadence that... Wait, do I have to keep going up and down? Why would I do that? Huh. Should I be doing that more often? Oh my god. Maybe. Ew. No. Like, I have the monotone voice, because, like, I'm pretty, like... I'm always, like, low energy, you know? But, like, I know what he's talking about, because, like, he does, like, go up and down. I actually kind of, like, so, I have... yeah. Listen to Total Cherries, he knows. It's like, yeah, there's, like, he's very animated, though, and I think that he does it because he's a showman, you know what I mean? Like, he's trying to sell it. You know what I mean? But, like, I get it. There's a lot of people who are like, I can't listen to Saffron Olive you know. There was one time where he said something that, only one time where he said something that was just like, well, screw you too, buddy. And that was when he was like playing against Tron, and he was just like, yeah, we treat Tron players like garbage or something like that. He was like being like kind of negative on a Tron player. I was like, ew, there's nothing wrong with Tron players. I'm a Tron player. Look at my Tron deck. It's all old water because I'm old. I'm 28. All right, let's open this next pack. Like, I think every content creator, like, you know, there's something about them that like would bother anybody, you know. Horde Hauler, I hate that card. You know, like Krim sometimes, he just like refuses to admit when he's like outplayed, you know. So he's just like, oh, they're such a gamer, they're too good, and it's just like, I mean, you just got outplayed. Calm down, buddy. You know, it's just like, just, you know, you got outplayed. Sometimes it happens. Accept it. But it's like, you can't afford the lands. The lands are cheap now. The lands are like, well, especially after Double Masters, the first one, I bought like all foil ones, and then like after a while, it was just like, no, after what was it? Time Spiral Remastered, when I noticed that like so many of the other cards were coming out in Old Border, I was just like, wait a minute. So then I bought the Tron lands in Old Border. I don't know if you can see that. I bought the Tron lands in Old Border, and then you know, like my forests are also, they're just Mirage forests. Shout out to Mirage Omega. They're Mirage forests and the Yavi Maya. But then at that point, it's always unlucky or bullshit, or just like top decking like a god. But yeah, like he that's the only thing that I don't like about him. It's just like, just to admit that you were outplayed. So when everything else came out, because of not everything else, but like most of it came out because of Time Spiral Remastered. You know, like I picked up the Ancient Stirrings and the Sylvan Scryings in Old Border, and then I picked up the Chromatic Stars in Old Border. And I think that's everything. I got the Thrag Tusks. I have a lot of the sideboard cards in Old Border. Then they released the Secret Lair for the Karns, and I was like, ah, shit. So I bought the Karns. But I sold off my Teferis, which worked out because, like, you know. And then that Secret Lair is just like one of the most valuable Secret Lairs that was ever like released. So it's like, cool. Everyone loves this horrible wording for all these cards. Cool. I'm glad. And I opened the Secret Lair for a video on YouTube because like I realized like I had it before anyone else, so I was just like, let's get this video up now. And one of the Karns was actually damaged in the packaging, and since I was recording the whole thing, I sent it to the cat one. Oh my god, the cat one is just like, that's expensive. And what's funny is that like the cat one is full of like cards that are like otherwise worthless. But I noticed that the Karn was actually damaged, so I wrote them. I was like, customer service, this Karn came out, you know, damaged out of the thing. I sent them the video and everything, and they're like, okay, you sent us all the information we need. We're sending you another one. I was like, cool, and they let me keep the old one. So I have it's like slightly damaged, like the top is chipped. Oh, you mean the dice roll deck is the dice roll deck being the one that Gavin Verhey wanted, right? The whole EDH deck. What's the matter, Summer? Don't start. Don't start. You already got fed. Don't start. You're gonna start? You're gonna start, you can leave. Summer's back here to yell at me. Hey, Aspara's headquarters. What? What do you want? You want to sit in my lap? A near CEDH cat deck? Can you have CEDH decks that don't have Thassa's Oracle plus Demonic Consultation? Come here, you. Look, this is my only CEDH cat. Mono black cat. Cauldron familiar. Cauldron familiar. I don't know if you all heard that. Oh, who's baby? You bite my face though, you're gonna get it. An empty threat. An empty threat. It's called Stacks. Oh no! Don't play Stacks. I hate you. I'm kidding. Oh, I hate Stacks. All those tax effects and everything is just like, ugh, get away from me, sir. Get away from me. You're a monster. Or Godo. Bandit Warlord. What does Godo do again? It's like he fetches a thing out of your, like a piece of equipment out, right? Or something like that? Or does he do extra combat steps? Hey, there's an Errant. This is a terrible card. I don't get this. Copy target spell you control that wasn't cast. So it's like copies. It makes a copy of a copy. You may choose new targets for the copy, but it costs 2 and you have to tap this. So like you're typically not going like, all right, I'm gonna copy this spell with like Galvanic Iteration, and then I'm gonna flash out Errant to then tap for another 2 to copy the copy from Galvanic Iteration. Dungeon delving? Really? Is it good enough? Well, I guess with Baldur's Gate, there's like enough dungeon payoffs now, right? I remember like prior to that, the only dungeon stuff that we had was just like AFR, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, and it was like, this is not enough here for like a real thing, you know? Helm of Hosts. Of course, it's Helm of friggin' Hosts. I had one match on Arena where like the game went long and my opponent resolved Helm of Hosts and they put it on Oketra from War of the Spark, and oh no, that was bad. That was bad. I should have scooped earlier. That was real bad. They just kept like making like a bunch of Oketras and then a bunch of zombies, and it's like, oh, these are big zombies. Why are they so big? I hate them. I hate them. Equipment card put onto battlefield, shuffle whenever he attacks for this first time, untap, and all samurai. And okay, it is additional combat. You get Helm of the Hosts. Put it on him. Infinite combat, infinite equipment. Turn 8 win before battle. No, oh god, that's very fast. All of my EDH decks are crap. Like I have a Muldrotha deck that has no infinite combo whatsoever. I'm thinking about retooling my wait, not Muldrotha. Yeah, that was Muldrotha. I'm thinking about retooling my my Naya tokens deck so that it's no longer the +1/+1 part. Even though I have the doubling season, but it's just because like the doubling season, just because it like has that bit of text on it, it's just like, that's not what you need. What you need is to go wide and make more tokens for free. You know, there's an Anointed Procession, there's a doubling season. I don't have the Parallel Lives because they didn't reprint it, and like that card's like $40 now. You know, what's this? Obscura Ascendancy. This is such a bad card. I don't know if this is ever gonna be good. 1 plus the number of soul counters. Such a bad card. Combat spawns a clone, which give yeah. Yeah, I see how that goes infinite with Helm. I never figured out a way to like make an infinite combo deck with like any of my EDH things, and like oh my god, is that my first Reservoir Kraken? I've done like maybe 20 drafts, 25 drafts, plus we opened like close to 96 packs. This is my first Reservoir Kraken. I don't know if you guys have noticed this recently, Magic players, but they're really pushing like what you can do with a card at rare in like the 3 and 4 drop slots, right? Like this thing right here is a 6/6 for 4 that has trample and ward 2. But at the beginning of combat, if it's untapped, you know, your opponent can like tap it down by tapping one of their creatures. So you can't attack with the Reservoir Kraken, but instead you get a fish that can't be blocked. So it's like it's not really a downside, because you're still like adding to your opponent. Your opponent's technically adding to your board by putting off the fact that the Reservoir Kraken can't attack. They've done this a lot. There's Shakedown Heavy also in this set, which is a 6/4 with Menace that for 3 mana that like your opponent can choose to, rather than let you attack with it, draw a card, which is just like, that's nuts. I think it was Crimson Vow. There was this 5/6 vampire for 4 mana with flying and trample, and like what's the negative? Oh, every time your opponent casts a spell, any spell, they get a blood vial. Cool. But then, like, on top of that, whenever Blood Vial Purveyor attacked, it would get plus X plus 0, where X was equal to the number of Blood Vials your opponent, the defending player had. So it's just like, wait, so I'm casting spells just to make your thing bigger? Yes. It's like, there's no negative here. They're playing these, like, nutso cards. I mean, like, they're printing these nutso cards. And you know what's funny is that, like, these cards typically aren't even good enough for formats like Modern or Legacy, and they're still like able to print them. I think it's wild. Power creep is nuts nowadays. Pay 3 life, get a red mana. Who's that? 33 damage. Oh god, no. I hate paying life for anything. You know, like, my brain secretly hates Phyrexian mana, but I know that it's like important to have around, especially for like certain cards like actually I just picked this up before the reprint came out, Surgical Extraction, right? Because it's just like, oh yes, let me just, oh hey, a mythic wild card. Let me just make sure that you can't go off with your birds or whatever, you know? Treasonous Ogre? Org. Treasonous Org. Ogre. Depopulate. Huh. I don't like going down that low, but like, I guess if you could pull it off, like, you basically win. Another Soul of Emancipation. We'll open up these last couple of packs. We're at 84.5% of the set with 131.5% vault progress. Open this one up. What we got here? Agnes. We've taken out so many Agneses. Agneses? Oh. Huh. I guess we got gems instead of a rare or something. Wait, did they turn off duplicate protection? I'm getting gems. I shouldn't have 20. I shouldn't have 520. I should have had that. This shouldn't have been 20. Oh my god, I think they stopped doing duplicate protection. Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages. Oh, last pack. Last pack magic. Maestro's Ascendancy. It's okay. Alright, so that's pretty good. Let's see my collection now. I thought that... Did they stop doing that? Alright, collection. We didn't get a single Jada, by the way. Hold on. Let's look at rare, mythics, collected, not collected, new cap, and okay. Alright, so we have 2 Jadas. We have 2 extraction specialists. Those are really good in the humans deck. We didn't pull a single Elspeth. Mysterious Limo, okay. 1 Sanctuary Warden. Rabble Rousing. This card wins you games. It's wild. In draft, if you can like resolve it and then like have a few creatures to get in, you just keep like doubling your creature count, and then you keep fucking swinging it. It's nuts. This is my 4 of Ledger Shredder. I guess I could try making the Phoenix deck again now that I have them. We never pulled a single Angel of Suffering. You know what? Fuck it. I don't like that card. 4 of Angel. We didn't get a single Tenacious Underdog. Can you believe that? That's wild. Cut your losses. All-Seeing Arbiter. Wiretapping is a 4 of. Shakedown Heavy. I didn't get the playset of that. Cut of the Prophets can go away. Cemetery Tampering is terrible. Topiary Stomper. We got 2 of those at one point. 2 Fight Riggings. Evolving Door. Gala Greeters. Gala Greeters is great. I just like, it's such a good card. Erebrask. Okay. Devilish Valet. Professional Facebreaker. That's a really good card, actually. I think that's good in like EDH too. I think its secondary market price reflects that. Jaxus. That seems really good. Another target creature. It makes a copy of something with that blitzes it in. That's weird. Okay, Structural Assault. What else am I missing? Titan of Industry. Not a single one. I drafted this once, and every time it hit the board, it was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna start making rhinos. Sorry. The 4 of Obnix. Okay. Workshop War Chief. I never even drafted this once. I only got this from a what was it called? Sealed Seeming Fence. 2 of. Hey, we got a 4 of the Heartstabber. I like this card. I like this card. It's a 1/1 for a 2 with flying. It replaces itself when it dies, and it mills you 2 cards. And if you have the 5 different mana values in your graveyard, it's a 3/3. I actually really like this card. Obscure Ascendancy, terrible card. Alright, my first Interceptor, my first Void Rend, Toulouse. Toulouse is... oh my god. If you're playing these colors and you're just conniving at all... silly. Silly card. Xander's Lounge. Maestro's Ascendancy can go away. Maestro's Diabolists. Man, that Devil token is really cute and I kinda hate it. Like, she's real cute. And she got the thighs. She got them thicky thighs. I never got a single Evelyn. I think I saw one in a draft and I was like, I'm not in those colors. Hostile Takeover. It's that fun one. Sanders. Okay, we only have one Zator's Proving Ground. 2 Ascendancies. I think I drafted this once and I tried to make it work and it was just like, nah. What else we got here? No Broker's Ascendancies. That's right, I never drafted that at all. Jetmir, though? Oh my god. Every time I got to play him, it was just like, well, my creatures have Vigilance and Trample. What are you going to do? Turn them all sideways. And, oh, and +2/+0. They just all have it. They just all have it. I'm sorry. What are you going to do, buddy? Absolutely nuts. I didn't get a single incandescent area. I saw one in a draft and I decided against it. That's right. Envoy. Envoy's pretty good. Cabaretti Ascendancy. Which one's that one? Oh, this one's not bad actually. Yeah, this is essentially like a free scry that just gets you a card sometimes, and that's fine. It's like, yeah, you could see this card that I'm about to put in my hand, because I'm going to put it in my hand, and then you draw. I think this is better than wiretapping. And if you don't want it, you don't want it. You put it in the bottom. Ah, another land. I mean, I shouldn't have said that out loud, but that's going to the bottom. Very, very good card. Especially in draft. We do have the playset of Jetmir's Gardens. Not bad. In paper, those are going to be expensive. We only have 2 unlicensed Terses. Alright, we got the playset of Regos. Not a big fan.